Hello everyone to a rulebook review today, and that is Cutlass by Black Scorpion Miniatures. Now you can get these rules for a free download of their website, but of course I always preferred a book version just for funs of it. And well, let's have a look through it. Cover, pretty cool artwork, female pirate. Now here you can see already what's it about. It's a pirate game, it's a skirmish game in the style of Mordheim. For as far as I already read about it, but it is fantasy, so you got fantasy pirates, and it's written by Adam Clark and Gav Thorpe, who both also work for Games Workshop. So let's look into the book. On the inside we've got a map which continues on the outer cover, so that's a map of the island where we will be playing on. And then yeah, my back has loosened a bit, but that happens. Adam Clark, also the founder of Black Scorpion Miniatures, he wrote the first words, and then we go to the background about piracy is rife in the old world, and how all the pirates go and sail about, but also you have the pirate cities where there's a lot of stuff going on while the Navy tries to keep control. So you create a land band, which can be orcs and elves, and we'll go into that later on. Then we got all the things that you need, measurement and dice. Compared to Mordheim, you will need the full range of dice, because your skills are all determined, but we'll see that later as well, by D4, D6, D8, D10, 12 and 20s. So then you got a lot of modifiers and everything, that's all explained. The 0, the action tokens, the effect markers, so a bit of a standard skirmish gaming there. Now when I said Mordheim, I mainly mean here you got the map again, nicely skull shaped. I mostly meant in a size and atmosphere, but if you're gonna go look at the rules itself, I haven't played this yet, it's on my to-do list, but before I went through this book for this video, I've already read it once. I would say it's more like the Port Royal, the Blood and Plunder skirmish game, that style, except this is way older, so you got shooting. All depends, 0 or less is a miss, 1 to 4 is a hit, 5 plus is a critical hit. Critical hits also give all kinds of special effects. It's your basic games, of course. Same with hand-to-hand combat. This is familiar, of course, charts, but then goes to 12 and 12 plus. You can hit, miss, injuries, take someone out. It all depends a bit on the score that you make. So you got spooked, fleeing models, that's all quite the same as well. Face down special actions like stand ready, drag, regroup. You got all the skills and weapons, so shooting weapons are like a ship's pistol, or you got a backstabber skill, and you've got the Cutlass for hand-to-hand weapons. So everything that's a bit piratey, special things like parrots and powder monkeys. So my warband, by the way, is well going to be casual orientated, of course. Gonna take a lot of conversion, but we are going to build it with all fun. So, and then we go to the encounter, so you roll for the type of scenario. There are 8 different ones in the book: ambush, brawl, escort, raid, running, battle, swoop, skirmish, you know, all the treasure hunt, always the most important one when you're a pirate, of course. But yeah, it's all kind of regulars. And then we get some painted pictures. So as you can see, the Marines and the Navy, they all take rather regular models, but then on the other hand you have like a giant going around. Got cannons, because you can bring your cannon. Orcs, undead, dwarves, they're all in there. So that's the same picture from in the back, nice orc warband. Got female pirates, of course, because we all want those. Some showcase models, Martin Footed and other high no. Then we've got some background story, more fluff, another island map. And then we go to creating a gang for campaigns. So you have your crew name, your Royal Navy. There you can see like the pirates have, like, for example, a regular pirate costs 44 without equipment. It's all the same, you got 500 gold like in all those games. And then his skills are actually dice, it's not fixed stats, but D8, D6, things like that. So the higher the die, the better your skill, of course, because the more chance you have of running success. You got privateers, you got orcs and goblins, You've got the dwarves, which I will use for my chaos dwarves, and then adding some probably some hobgoblins as rogues, count as models. You've got the elf pirates, you've got the undead. There's a special note on the female pirates that whatever you want, just take a pirate girl model, and there are no special rules for that. They're just as good as your regular pirate. So, well, way more sexy to paint, of course. And then you can see the skills that you can have. Special characters like Blackjack Davy, Captain McBride, the Nuria del Fuego, the Governor's Daughter. So you can hire all those. The Chef, Cannons, Missionaries. So that's well, all about the special things that you can hire. Surgeons. And then you've got the campaign sequence. How will the scenarios go? The wound chart for after the battle, so you can have your model lose nerve shot, which means a -1 modifier on daring. Yeah, you can be out for 2 next encounters, then you gain experience, which can also give you stat increases, skills. It's basically all your regular campaign skirmish game thingies, of course. You get your skills at random, commanding presence, intimidating. Then you work out your funds and your fame and infamy, and you can go spending them, of course, mostly on run, but also on new recruits, outcasts. It might be that your leadership of the gang changes, so that's another thing. Like you know, with more time, what happens? You can buy your headquarters upgrades with a watchtower, a drinking hole. You can then end the campaign, of course, in a fixed number of turns or a fixed goal. So that depends a bit on what you decide for yourself, and you build your campaign itself. And then you got some more campaign scenarios like a town defense, a raid, the final reckoning. That's well, those are for short campaigns, pre-made campaigns. Then there's gangs for one-off games, some notes, and then pirate names that you can give, like Henry Morgan, Jamaica Jim. We're all famous pirates. Some more maps, and then we get some modeling tips. First on how miniatures are made at Black Scorpion. They're now switched also to 3D printed, I think, into resin cast and everything, but that was the day of the models. You can build scenery, and you've got the quick references here, all the charts again, so pretty cool. And these you can just copy, and then you have all the templates needed, blast templates, counter templates, and the loot templates, and some empty files. So that's it, the quick flick through to the Cutlass pirate fantasy skirmish game, and definitely a game I will be trying out probably with Andy or something in the not so far future. That means well, in terms of adult people, either 2026 or 2027. That's not so far future. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.